Thanks for listening tonight. These are your BYU-Idaho radio evening headlines for Thursday, September 26th, 2024. I'm Chandler Guadagnine. Here are your top 3 stories. 20 people are facing charges after Idaho authorities conducted a large-scale drug investigation. According to a U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration news release, 10 of the suspects come from the Magic Valley area, with the other 10 defendants being charged for their connection to the illegal activity. Records show the suspects possessed and distributed meth across the Magic Valley. When authorities conducted the bust, they seized over 30 pounds of meth. The 10 defendants being charged with federal drug crimes range in age from 28 to 52 and are from Jerome, Twin Falls, and Shoshone. If found guilty, the suspects could face maximum sentences of 20 years to life in prison. It is one of the oldest rivalries in eastern Idaho, and this Saturday, Skyline and Idaho Falls High Schools look to settle the score for the 59th time. The Holy War, the Lone Star Showdown, the Battle for Paul Bunyan, the Red River Shootout. What do these names have in common? Well, they're each the names of historic football rivalries. And for 58 years, eastern Idaho has had its own historic high school football rivalry, the Emotion Bowl. And this Saturday, the Idaho Falls Tigers and Skyline Grizzlies claws will clash for the 59th time. The Grizzlies lead the overall series, which began in 1966, 35-23. Skyline has won the last 2 games, and Dylan Barfus with Idaho Falls School District 91 says the Grizzlies are looking to keep up the dominance.
Skyline they're the top-ranked 5A team, according to Max Preps, in the entire state of Idaho. And so, I think in just the recent history in the game, you might have to look at them as the favorite.
For their part, the Idaho Falls Tigers will look to turn the tides. The Tigers haven't claimed victory since 2021, but Barfus says this year could be different.
I know Idaho Falls, they have some players, and if they can execute and limit their mistakes, they can pull this off. So it'll be exciting to see what happens on Saturday night.
The game comes with some pretty high stakes, too. Each team is fighting for the right to repaint.
They get to go and spray paint the goalposts and just the pride that comes with that. They share the home field. And so, whoever loses has to stare at the goalposts as the other team's colors.
It all kicks off from Ravston Stadium on Saturday at 7 p.m. with gates opening at 5. Tickets range in price from $5 to $7 and are available via the IdaFan app and at the gate. The Skyline and Idaho Falls students with activity cards do get in for free. It's also important to note that because Skyline is the home team for this matchup, Idaho Falls season ticket holders will need to purchase a game ticket. May the best team win. Reporting for BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Chandler Guadagnine. Registration for RootsTech 2025 is now open. The annual Global Genealogy Conference, sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is set for March 6th through the 8th at the Salt Palace Convention Center in Salt Lake City, Utah, and online. RootsTech is a worldwide conference that celebrates family history and making connections. It is the world's largest genealogy event. According to the Church News, 350 million new family connections were made at last year's event. This year's conference will feature hundreds of classes geared toward family history, as well as several presentations from celebrities and genealogy experts. Those interested in registering for the event can do so at rootstech.org. I'm always grateful that you choose to listen to BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks again for doing it tonight. These have been your evening headlines for September 26th, 2024. You can always keep us with you. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on social media. Find us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. More content is also available to you on our podcast feed. Search for us on your favorite podcast feed. Find us also online at byui.edu/radio. I'm Chandler Guadagnine, and this is BYU-Idaho Radio.